Hi, I'm Vicky. I love books and enjoy reading. The first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is to read. If I go for a run, I listen to an audiobook. In my leisure moments, I read whilst enjoying some good music. Are you an avid reader, or you're not learning how to read? Maybe you used to enjoy reading, but somehow it has become a thing of the past. Come on this journey with my guests and I as we dive into various books and themes these books talk about. Every week, I speak to various authors who are behind life-transforming books, as well as promote various stakeholders within the publishing industry. The Kiddie Zone segment on the show is meant specifically to ignite reading interest in your child. Watch the Writer's Blog on this station this and every Saturday at 4:30 p.m. and on Sunny 88.7 FM every Saturday at 1 p.m. This program is powered by Reveal Multimedia and supported by The Writer's Blog. Read, write, indulge your mind.
Thank you so much for always staying with us here on this channel for the Writer's Blog Talk Show. Remember, this show is designed to celebrate authors and their works, as well as promote various stakeholders within the publishing industry. We are talking about editors, proofreaders, of course, illustrators, and maybe some bookshops help you find the right books as you ought to. We are coming to you live from La Palm Royal Beach Hotel right here in Accra. They say uniquely golden, traditionally Ghanaian. This program is powered by Reveal Multimedia and supported by Fcbt, of course, Nyedu, Ako Books Audio, Challenge Enterprises of Ghana, Concilio, and so many others who are holding us down. Thank you, Vero, for this amazing fabric, Veric clothing. I'm here today with a very calm man who has used this book and the content of the book. I'm here with Elder Samuel Danso Adjarquah, and we're going to be discussing from his book, The Benefits of Forgiveness. Are you unforgiven? What is causing that? And how can you overcome? This book will help you out. Emotional refreshment, renewal, and restoration. When we are back, we'll get talking to him. Stay with us.
Cody's Fashion and Makeover is a one-stop shop for all your beauty needs. Our services include makeup, nail art, pedicure, manicure, braids, wake up, hairstyling, and so much more. Our fashion outlet churns out a trendy unisex African print designs for every occasion. So go on, wear Africa, wear Ghana. Locate us at Second Link Chapel Square, Sakomono. Contact us on 0545 988 607 or 0302 985 409 or 0504 227 113. At Cody's Fashion and Makeover, styling you is our hobby.
Ako Books Audio makes African books accessible and available for everyone, anytime, anywhere, on a wide variety of mobile devices, including computers, tablets, and of course, mobile phones. My name's Amma Dadson, and I'm founder of Ako Books Audio, a digital streaming platform, an African spoken word experience provider. We transform African books into exciting and engaging audio experiences that make reading affordable, convenient, and fun. We offer readers a library of top-notch African authors and literary voice talent through listening to audiobooks and audio programming. With over 300 titles in over 20 categories, including fiction, biographies, and children's books, we aim to be the world's largest African audio digital library, promoting audio literacy in English, French, and African languages.
From Nyedu. Anyedu is a children's company, a multimedia children's company that wants to help parents to raise successful and blessed kids. We believe that all children have potential and it has to be unleashed. So we are helping parents to unleash this potential, and especially for us as Africans, we believe that this is our time. This is when we can make an impact in this world. We want to raise a new generation of strong, confident, bold African children who would change the world, change the narrative of an African in the world. We are starting from Ghana. We are hoping that we will be able to reach the whole of Africa and let the children know that, look, they can do anything that they want to do because through Christ, all things are possible.
Welcome back. This is the Writer's Blog talk show right here on this channel. Our quote for today, I'm taking it from our author's book right here, and it's taken from 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 8 to 9. And it says, "Finally, be like-minded, compassionate, loving as brothers, tender-hearted, courteous, not rendering evil for evil or insult for insult, but instead blessing, knowing that to this were you called, that you may inherit a blessing." I have with me here, like I shared with you earlier, Elder Samuel Danso Adjarquah, and he is founder of Sword Consulting Limited, a security consulting firm based right here in Ghana. He has 30 years of practice in state intelligence, national and corporate security as well. He obtained his master's degree in public admin from the prestigious Harvard University Kennedy School of Government, Cambridge, Massachusetts, USA. He is an Edward S. Mason Fellow of the same university and an alumnus of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. He is also an elder in the Pentecost Church, married to his beautiful wife, Esther, and they have 2 young adults. Welcome, Elder.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for honoring our invitation. But tell us
Vicky.
really the inspiration behind this very powerful book, The Benefits of Forgiveness. Why did you decide to write this book?
Thank you, Vicky. No, we were born with a very beautiful heart. Very beautiful. Look at a child at birth, you smile, he smiles. You don't know what he knows, and he's smiling at you. And the smile is so beautiful, so innocent. But as we grow, some people's ugly behaviors
begin to come out.
Become to sow seeds in your life, in that beautiful garden, your heart. And if you don't take care, you get to a point, and then the garden is now full of weeds of unforgiveness, bitterness, hatred, anger, here and there. The inspiration behind the book is a bit long, but let me see if I can summarize it.
Okay.
I was born into a family of 7. My mom had 6 children before she had me.
Okay.
So my dad is different. But the second boy in the previous marriage, he is the reason for this book. he loved me beyond. Even if I say it today, some people might not believe that we were not from the same dad, but we were.
That close.
That close. He loved me. Growing up, Mom in 1975 went for a social event with a friend, and it was Christmas period. Mom left home on the 24th December.
Wow, Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve. And we protested. She wouldn't understand that her friend says she should accompany her to a social event. So they went. Then on their way back on the 28th December, the morning of 28th December, she had a very terrible accident. She survived just by grace.
Wow.
She was bedridden for 4 years. And just as she was about getting well, that died. My dad died. And 6 months earlier, the previous husband also had died.
Oh, wow.
During these 4 years and this period of death, and I never saw my mom. I lived with family members there, here and there, many of whom did not treat me as a mom would do. Yeah, you know. So who bear the cat? That woman who took my mom away. I push every blame on her. Every unfortunate event in my life.
You blamed her?
I blamed her. Everything I needed that my mother could have given, even without asking, if it is not forthcoming, I push it on her. And at that time I was 13. Actually, I never liked the woman again until she passed and my mom passed. So that was the beginning of those ugly plants in my beautiful hearts. Then my mom said that died.
Died, yeah.
Then I have taken my common entrance in 1978, had very good grades. But who sent me? Then Bismarck came up. At that time, Bismarck was a final year student at the then Junior Leaders Company.
Okay.
It was a military training school, a special military training school. And the products were, I can say, the best trained military. Go ask any general in the army today.
Okay.
They were in school for 3 years. They are picked at the age of 14 and a half.
Oh.
And all they knew is soldier, war strategies, soldier.
Okay.
So he came up. He said, I'm in my final year, so can you hold on? Go to elementary, go to Form 4 and complete. Fortunately, I agreed and I went and I passed. And at Form 4, I also took the common entrance. And here again, too, I passed. I did very well. And so he came up. I promised you, so you're going to secondary school. He puts me in the boarding house, things that I've never known. This guy would, fortunately for him, 2-3 years when I was in Form 2, he went to Lebanon and he came with everything that a young man needed.
To go to school.
To be at school and to be happy at school. Every month ending, he would travel from Takrady to visit me at school.
Wow.
And he came with gifts, he came with provisions, you know, those things at school.
Where were you schooling then?
Spintext Secondary School.
Asa school?
Asa school,
Okay.
yeah. So, 2 years. I was now in Form 3. We went for schools and colleges event in Kumasi. When we came back, then there were rumors that he's been arrested and shot and killed. My beautiful story, opportunity to grow.
Just ended.
Just ended. I was bitter. Actually, in Form 1, I had government scholarship. That saved me. I would have dropped out of school.
Okay.
Because there was nobody. Daddy is gone. Mommy is sick. She can't walk. My siblings, senior siblings, didn't go to school, so they didn't see the value of education. I'm sorry to say that. So it was the government scholarship that saved me. And I went through up to sixth form. At sixth form, things began to be very, very difficult for me. And so the pain was, oh, this woman, if you have not taken
my
mommy
mom out.
Oh, this government, if you have not killed this
my
miss.
brother.
So that is how I became bitter. Seriously, extremely bitter. But I didn't show it. I didn't show it. Nobody noticed it. From age 13.
From age 13?
Nobody ever noticed
Is
it.
it that they weren't watching you, they weren't observing you?
I was hardworking. You send me anywhere, I'll go. You ask me to do anything for you, I will do it. And so they thought that this young man is okay. But I was really hurt. So after sixth form, I couldn't go to the university. I have to begin to work. Oh, Bismarck, where are you? At secondary school, he started calling me general. He said everything about me is military. So he's going to take care of me till I become a general in the Ghana Armed Forces. So he called me general. My dream, my everything was gone. So Vicky, that's how I became bitter.
And so that's the inspiration behind writing this book. So at what points did you see the need to put this down? How did you...
There was an indicator very early, I think 2 years after Bismarck has passed.
Okay.
My wife, at that time, my wife is my classmate at secondary school. At elementary school, 1 year behind me, but at secondary school, he was my classmate. Then when we were in Form 4, I think 2 days to our vacation, I don't know how it came upon me. I don't know. She was my steady mate.
Okay.
And we have been friends, just friends. But that day in the evening, I told her, Esther, I think that I found a perfect replacement for Bismarck. And it is you. So I know that when we grow up, you'll be my wife. Oh, after I've said that, I was even shocked. But then she stared at me for a moment. And I said, okay, I'm not old to think about marriage. But when I grow up, whoever will marry me, I expect that whatever I do wrong, he will forgive me. So that didn't hit me. Baby, I'm not doing many forgiveness, and if he can't. So why the price for your love if I
decide to
marry you? So she became my wife after 6 years.
Okay.
After 6 years, she became my wife. And during the courtship, that 6 years, each time something wants to go bad, then I remember that that's the price you have to pay. So that thing was there.
Okay.
That thing was there. Try on my own. Then she took me to her church of Pentecost when we married.
Okay.
And so I can say that she introduced me to Christ. And then Christ is about forgiveness. Salvation is about forgiveness. The foundation of the Bible, every part of it is that precious gift called forgiveness. By Vicky, 10 years after being a Christian, yet
you were still unforgiven.
I was still unforgiven on this particular matter.
When we are back from this break, we're going to find out how truly, or the period and the time that Elder Samuel was able to say, this is it, I need to let go. If you're watching us, this is the Writer's Blog Talk Show. We'll be right back.
There are many who have gone to their graves with untold stories. Stories meant to change and transform lives. Don't let that happen to you. If a story isn't you, it has to come out. It must be told. Do you have an idea or a life-transforming story to share? Do you want to write a book but don't know how? Let the expert writers at Reveal Multimedia help you out. Are you a preacher with a desire to convert your sermons into books and other readable materials? Reveal Multimedia offers efficient and on-time audio-to-text transcription services at a very affordable price. We also transcribe interviews, documentaries, etc. We offer other editorial services such as editing and proofreading. That's not all. At Review, the author and his or her book are our priority. We are the brain behind the Writer's Blog, a book review program which airs on Sunny FM and Sunny TV, meant to celebrate authors and their works, as well as promote other stakeholders in the publishing industry. We offer PR services for authors with top-notch publicists who create thrilling stories, book reviews and commentaries, organize book launches and related events to provide mileage on all meaningful media platforms for the author and their works. Call on us today to help bring every creative idea to life. For more information, call, text or send a WhatsApp message to 0552 535 036 or 0208 428 322. Send us an email, revealmultimediagh@gmail.com. Facebook, Instagram and YouTube at Reveal Multimedia GH. Our website is www.revealmultimediagh.com. Reveal Multimedia. Dreams come alive.
Welcome back. This is the Writer's Blog Talk Show right here on this channel. We're coming to you live from La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. This program is powered by Reveal Multimedia. Now, Reveal Multimedia is into editorial services, editing, proofreading, audio-to-text transcription services of sermons, interviews, documentaries. If you're a pastor out there, you have a series of sermons and recorded, and you want to translate them into books, get in touch with Reveal Multimedia. They will sort you out. If you have a book out or any literary work, you want it to be promoted, to be seen out there, get in touch with Reveal. They have what it takes to help you out. 0552 535 036. I'm here with Elder Samuel Danso Adjarquah, and we are sharing from his book, The Benefits of Forgiveness. And this one, beautiful foreword written by the Apostle Eric Nyamiche, who is the current chairman of the Church of Pentecost. Now, Elder, before the break, we were talking about how you got to the point where, even though you had received Christ, you still harbored unforgiveness and bitterness. So tell us, what was the turning point for you?
I've become a Christian. And so now consciously I understand bitterness, its negative impacts on forgiveness and all. I knew all that. So at that time I was not unforgiven, but this particular two people, the events of my mother's injury and the events of my brother's those ones,
those were the main,
yes, the frozen bitterness that was in my heart.
So what was the breaking point?
So it was one April 2011.
Okay.
I was at Cambridge. I was doing my master's at Harvard. And that morning's devotion, I've been searching for opportunity to let this matter go. Then we were given an assignment to eulogize someone.
Okay.
It was an act of communication class to eulogize someone. So I decided to eulogize my wife and Nelson Mandela on the subject of forgiveness. The thing was recorded in class.
Okay.
And through that, I've indicated in the book, 2 of my friends
came forward
and got reconciled with their people later. And they reported back to me. Hey,
it's more like you have preached the
this
sermon
thing
that
is
you
a
yourself
class test. It's a class test. So I became serious that I want to search for a scripture in the Bible that will get me off once and for all from that state. I searched over. Then this April morning in Cambridge, I was expecting Esther to attend my graduation.
Okay.
So that morning, her thoughts were on my mind. And then I was doing my morning devotion. The previous day, I've read that the covenant blessings of Abraham was to Isaac, but you can only get a complete story about Abraham only in Genesis 26. I read in a book. I've forgotten the title of the book.
Okay.
So that morning's devotion was to search
for that.
What about it that I don't know about Isaac and Pa? When I got to chapter 26, then something decided to, no, 28, 29, 30, 32. Then I sighed. I said, no, this is it.
This is it.
And this story is about Isaac and Abimelech. Abimelech and his people has treated Isaac badly in Gerar. And eventually he moved out of Gerar.
Yeah.
God resettled him in what will become Beersheba. And then whilst there, one morning, Isaac had information that a delegation from Gerar were coming to visit him, led by the king himself, his chief of army staff, and his today's words will say the chief of staff at the presidency.
Okay.
Immediately Isaac was informed, he came into his compound. His first question was, what are you doing here? Why come to me, seeing that you hate me? You hate me, you've driven me away. I've come to sit mine somewhere. Why come to me? And then King Abimelech said, Isaac, if we didn't know, now we know that you are the blessed of the Lord. And the Lord is with you. So we have come to tell you that let us be one. We will not do you any harm, and you will not do us any harm. The Bible says immediately Isaac called for a party. No condition, no questions, no other further discussion. Hey, my wife, my laborers, my house girls, my heart. A party fit for a king, a visiting king. The next morning, no discussion, they signed the oath. And the Bible says, the line that touched me, is that Gerar left Isaac's compound with peace in their heart. So you see what forgiveness can do.
Yeah.
So I said, no, this is the message. When I went to class, this thing was just ringing. I came back in the evening, I went over and over and over, and I said, this is what God wants to touch me with because I asked him for. The Bible says in Numbers 14 and 28, he said, tell them, says the Lord, whatever you will ask of me, that is what I would do. So I've asked God to get me out of this situation. And that day, indeed, he gave me his word. And that was the turning point.
It's amazing indeed. I'm here with Elder Samuel Danso Adjarquah, and this is a powerful book. If you know someone who is going through an emotional state of unforgiveness, bitterness, hurt, this is a book that will help you overcome. Later on, we'll get to know how much is going for and where you can get copies for yourself. So at what point, Elder, will I say that I'm bitter or I'm hurt or I'm unforgiven?
I told you that we have beautiful hearts, but someone's ugly behavior
can.
And that ugly behavior can come from several sources. A disagreement, envy, difference of opinion, historical facts. Where do you come from? Immediately you mention my grandmother told me a story. You see what is happening in Ukraine? The story, the historical facts are over 100 years. That if you dig deep, somebody is holding some form of bitterness against someone. So I won't let you go. I will go. So those are the issues. Envy is great amongst them. Envy. If you envy somebody, if you are not satisfied with what God has given to you, and you begin to look over your shoulders what others have, and it can put a spirit of enviness in you. And therefore, whatever comes from that person can trigger. Let me give you a perfect. Who invited David into the king's palace? Saul. He said, who is this boy? Tell his father to come and live with me. And then his people said, oh, he can even play the harp for you when your problems is up. Then,
yet he was the same person.
Woman who went and sang.
David has killed his 10,000.
Saul has given his 1,000 and David his 10,000. The victory over Goliath, the victory over Palestine, the challenges that Israel was facing from the Palestinians was gone. Yet, that was not concern the king than the songs that the women sang.
Wow.
So some behaviors. Yes, Tuesday I spoke at a full gospel businessman's Victory Chapel. Somebody invited me, but I had opportunity of telling. And the main speaker demonstrated something. He said, if you put a bowl of water and you two put calabashes at the surface of the water, you know the calabash cannot sing. But so long as they stay on the surface of the water, they will touch each other.
It will be moving, connecting.
And so if I touch you and I don't touch you well, it can bring about anger. If you didn't understand me, if you took my right from me, if you betrayed me. In the Bible, that Paul wrote a letter to Philemon that forgive Onesimus and take him back as a brother. The servant betrayed his boss's trust, just as Judas betrayed Jesus. But because Jesus is forgiveness, I always say that if Judas probably had gone to Jesus to weep just like Peter wept when the cock crowed, probably God would have forgiven him. So several things can make you bitter, several things.
So indeed, if you find yourself in any of these situations, know that you're getting there gradually. But when we are back from this break, we are finding out from Elder what you and I can do to practically overcome and be free from bitterness, unforgiveness, and all of such. Stay with us.
There are many who have gone to their graves with untold stories. Stories meant to change and transform lives. Don't let that happen to you. If a story isn't you, it has to come out. It must be told. Do you have an idea or a life-transforming story to share? Do you want to write a book but don't know how? Let the expert writers at Reveal Multimedia help you out. Are you a preacher with a desire to convert your sermons into books and other readable materials? Reveal Multimedia offers efficient and on-time audio-to-text transcription services at a very affordable price. We also transcribe interviews, documentaries, etc. We offer other editorial services such as editing and proofreading. That's not all. At Review, the author and his or her book are our priority. We are the brain behind the Writer's Blog, a book review program which airs on Sunny FM and Sunny TV, meant to celebrate authors and their works, as well as promote other stakeholders in the publishing industry. We offer PR services for authors with top-notch publicists who create thrilling stories, book reviews and commentaries, organize book launches and related events to provide mileage on all meaningful media platforms for the author and their works. Call on us today to help bring every creative idea to life. For more information, call, text or send a WhatsApp message to 0552 535 036 or 0208 428 322. Send us an email, revealmultimediagh@gmail.com. Facebook, Instagram and YouTube at Reveal Multimedia GH. Our website is www.revealmultimediagh.com. Reveal Multimedia, dreams come alive.
Thank you so much for staying with us here. It is the Writer's Blog Talk Show right here on this channel. We're discussing from a very great book written by a very great man, Elder Samuel Danso Adjarquah, and this one is The Benefits of Forgiveness. Remember, my makeup is by kind courtesy Fcbt College. Just about now, I am going to be speaking to someone very awesome who is also working, a trainer actually, Vanessa from Fcbt College. Welcome on the show.
Thank you.
But really, Vanessa, it's amazing how far FC has come when it comes to beauty and the beauty industry for that matter. Tell us about FC Beauty. Maybe somebody who's watching us for the first time doesn't know much about FC. What do you do at FC Beauty College?
The FC Beauty College is the premier beauty training institute in Ghana and in West Africa. It was founded by Mrs. Grace Obing.
Okay.
Yes, 3 decades after she returned from the UK and the US from her training. Since its inception, the college has churned out over 6,000 therapists.
6,000?
Yes,
wow.
in Ghana, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, Cameroon, and a few other countries. The college offers courses in spa therapy, beauty therapy, hair technology, and cosmetology on both diploma and advanced diploma levels. There are also certificate programs for therapists that are currently practicing. So short level or short term programs so that they can just come in
like
and then go back. Yes.
Okay.
For some is a top up, for some is a refresher.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing. But really, what qualifies me to enroll in FC Beauty College?
It depends on the course or the program that the person is coming in for. Minimum level of requirement is the GHS certificate. Yes. Certain courses will require that you have SHS and above. But the least that the person can have is the GHS certificate, and then anything upwards can come in.
So is it expensive? Someone will say, with all the adverts we see around and the exciting things that are happening, maybe I can't afford FCBT College. Is it expensive?
As compared to the prices outside, it's not expensive. And then there are also flexible payment plans that come with them. So you don't have to pay everything immediately. I've seen students who come in and then work for a while and then use what they make to top up the fees and then continue.
Oh, wow.
So
that's awesome.
It's something that is available for everybody.
Okay, that's fine. You've mentioned the courses, you've mentioned even the payment plans available and all of that. So if somebody is outside Accra watching us now, how do they enroll? Do you have branches
Currently, our only branch is in Accra.
Okay.
So anybody who would like to enroll will have to contact the numbers.
Okay.
But we have partnerships with the hostel facilities in the area to make it easier for anybody who doesn't reside within Accra or even in Ghana.
Okay, to find a place to lodge.
Yes.
And still school. This is very, very fantastic. And guess what? SC also gives me packages for my female guests that I have right here on the show. So, well, it's fun. And I'm excited about that. How long have you worked at SC?
I've been there for 3 years, close to 3 years.
And the experience so far?
It's been fine. It's been a learning experience for myself.
Okay.
It gives me the opportunity to stay in the industry, to practice. You know, because you are teaching people, it pushes you to learn more because you don't want to be in the environment and then somebody asks you a question and this is you lost. So because of that, it pushes me to constantly learn more, to keep up with the industry. You know, the beauty industry is always growing.
It's evolving, yeah.
It's very fast-paced. So if you don't make that effort, you are going to be left behind. So the environment that I'm in allows me, facilitates, and then pushes me to do that.
Awesome. Another thing I love about her is her voice. I'll have to contact her for something else. But really, is there any special package for our viewers today?
Yes, we are currently offering 20% discounts, up to 20% discounts, depending on the program that you are applying for.
Okay.
When you contact the numbers and then you use the code FCBC Sunny,
okay,
you have access to these discounts that I mentioned.
FCBC Sunny.
Yes.
It's on your screen now, FCBC Sunny. Once you're getting in touch with them, you get a 20% discount off. That's really exciting. Because you can actually, whatever work you're doing, you can still do this.
Yes.
To
we have
sort
a lot of working women who come in. A lot of them.
A lot of women,
most of our students are actually people
workers
who are
elsewhere.
working. Yes.
Wonderful. So just run us through the courses one more time, the programs you are offering at Fcbt College before we are done here
So we
today.
offer diplomas and advanced diplomas in cosmetology, spa therapy, beauty therapy, hair technology. We also have certificate courses in virgin hair and barbering.
Wow.
And then we also have short courses, like I mentioned earlier.
Okay. Wonderful.
For top-ups and as refreshers.
Wonderful. So your last words right now to our viewers. Anything you may want to share?
Okay, so I'd just like to say that we offer certain new courses that are a little outside of the traditional beauty industry that we know. So we offer new courses like photography, there's event management, there's also fashion designing, there's soap making, and then there's beauty business management. You know, it's not enough to just have the skill. When you go out there, how are you going to manage whatever you set up? If you've been employed by somebody, how do you fit in? So we offer these courses as a form of support for whatever it is that you've learned as a therapist with us. Nice.
So any contact you're giving out, or we should use the same contacts we have here, and that's 0244 233 494 or 0242 786 761. A number on your screen now. Call and use the code FCBC Sunny, and you have 20% off to learn anything you want to learn now. Really exciting. Thank you so much, Vanessa, for passing through. We are back with Elder Samuel Danso Adjarquah as he wraps up sharing from his book, The Benefits of Forgiveness. Stay with us.
Cody's Fashion and Makeover is a one-stop shop for all your beauty needs. Our services include makeup, nail art, pedicure, manicure, braids, wake up, hairstyling, and so much more. Our fashion outlet churns out a trendy unisex African print designs for every occasion. So go on, wear Africa, wear Ghana. Locate us at Second Link Chapel Square, Sakomono. Contact us on 0545 988 607 or 0302 985 409 or 0504 227 113. At Cody's Fashion and Makeover, styling you is our hobby.
So there you have it, number on your screen now if you want to enroll in Fcbt College. and be part of this training that is going on for makeup artistry, nail technology, manicure, pedicure, Swedish massage, facial therapy, eye technology, all of that, get in touch with them. 0244233494. I'm here with Elder Samuel Danso Adjarquah. Now, Elder, before the break, we're talking about how you can help us appreciate, as you have stated in your book, how I can be able to overcome unforgiveness in any of such.
The desire to let go is there with everyone. Everyone who is bitter against anyone or any situation or any entity, from our workplace and all that, the desire to let go is there.
Okay.
It is an inherent thing that God has given to us. And the indicators are when you see the person or you recall them, and those emotional frozen pain hits and you get taught quickly, it tells you that the thing is there and you need to work on it. Yeah.
Okay.
And forgiveness is not a child play. It's not an enterprise for the faint-hearted, because you're going back to forgive with or without condition. I did without condition. Those who murdered my brother, I have not even mentioned how he died here, because that's not my business. I have unconditionally let go.
Okay.
So you can't do unconditionally, you let go. Or you can approach the person, say, brother, sister, you hurt me, so let's. You can also use a third person approach in negotiation.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use a third person involvement to get to wherever you want to get to. Okay. I have 7-point approach that I use, but it's not a one size fits all.
Yeah.
When I decided to let go, the first thing I did was that I realized that I have a hate. So I grieve over that hate.
How do you grieve?
I let go Bismarck. I have his picture big in my hall. Sometimes I will pass and I salute. He was so dear to me. So I let go. I didn't say I've forgotten about him. I let go the fact that he's no more with us for 40 years. Since 1982, 83.
Wow.
It's almost 40 years. So I let him go. And I wept that day. I wept.
So what did you say? I let you go, and you begin to weep, or what you began? I don't.
That's how I did it. That
it chose
mommy is gone. Bismarck is gone. So why still holding on to this matter? Your person might be alive. In my case, the core person was also gone. May he so rest in peace. Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings. It was during his government that he was also gone. So before I wrote this book, I wanted to give him a copy.
Wow.
At the lunch, I invited Zenato. Zenato did not have time to come. She called and said, Elder, I cannot come because of certain commitment. So before I let go, I wept. That day, I wept. I remember the things that we were. So the thing is hurting you. If it's not hurting you, I don't know. So grieve over it.
That's right. That's right.
The second thing I did was that I knew I have also been forgiven by several other people and God and His Christ. So know that you too, you have been forgiven.
And so forgive.
So forgive others. When we do the morning prayer, the Lord's Prayer, we said, Lord, forgive me as I forgive those who trespass against it. So what it meant is that if I have not forgiven Vicky, Lord, don't forgive me. It's
that's what is,
that's straight away.
As simple as
where will theology be anymore? It's not a matter of theology.
Wow.
You are saying that if he said, forgive us our sins, as we forgive those. So it's a conditional thing. So if you are unforgiving, you are telling God, don't forgive me. The blanket salvation and the forgiveness there is there for everybody. But there are certain things that hold us from our blessings. Yeah. Then the next thing was that you need to find a reason to forgive. You need to find a reason. Did they do something before they were arrested? Yes. I know. Not one, not two. This was the third time. That school I mentioned, the junior leaders company, vice company, the guys were just terrible in the Ghana Armed Forces. They brought the old man in and they wanted to take him out.
Okay.
And he wouldn't sit back. So I saw the need to forgive. Look for the reasons to forgive. The beautiful reason to forgive is in the Bible. Two people. I've listed 4 in the Bible, in the book, but I'll mention 2.
2, okay.
I'll mention Joseph and his brothers. When they realized that it was Joseph and they were sorry and said, you know what? God sent me ahead of you to save you and to leave a remnant on this world for Israel. Else hunger will kill all of us. That's one person. The second person is the father of the prodigal son. It pains me that he has no name. I would have named the child after him.
Wow.
When the senior brother said that, hey, this is your naughty son, he has wasted every day.
I have been here.
He said, son, this is your brother. He was dead, though, and today he's alive. So there's always a reason to let go and forgive somebody. The other one is listen to your inner peace. If you look at the 2nd and 3rd chapters of the book of Revelation, it talks about, hear what the Spirit say. It talks about being an overcomer. It talks about what the benefit of being an overcomer is. And those benefits are beautiful. When you go home, just look at that. Okay. The one that he said, I will sit with you on my throne, just as I sat with my Father on his throne. Me and Jesus sitting on one throne. That is good enough. The third one is to commit it to prayer and fasting. Someone will bring the prayer and fasting first, but I put it in the middle. Because, and as I said, it is not a child play to letting go somebody who has deeply hurts you. Hurts you. Especially those who betray you.
Stab you in the back. Something
you want, but because of one man's comment, then you lose it. Letting it go is not you. And then you have to focus on your God-given mission in life. If you take your eyes off, you are here for a mission. You are here with a divine mandate, divine purpose.
Follow it.
The story of David when a relative of Saul was chasing, Absalom was chasing him. David was running away, barefooted, head covered, going back into the wilderness. Now Saul, he thought he had disguised himself. Then Saul's Abusiani began to insult. And then one of the servants said, can we deal with this young man? David said, that is not my mandate. Perhaps this insult will win me a favor before God. So focus on your mandate. Because if you stick onto forgiveness, bitterness, and those kind of things, you see the person, you can't go to where he is. Maybe that location or in that event, in that meeting, you are going to meet your breakthrough.
That's right.
Somebody will help you.
That's right.
And then the other one is be compassionate about the future. The future generation. You heard what Joseph said. Go and bring Papa and bring all the family and all the children and come here. Because there is going to be 5 more years of famine and hunger.
And I need to shield you.
I need to keep you. He looked into the future, not his brothers. Because he knew that his father's inheritance must survive. So these are what I did. These are the 7 steps that I took. Particularly finding reasons
to forgive. This is it for you right here on the Writer's Blog Talk Show. We're going to let Elder give his last words, but I do hope that you're taking cues and lessons from this awesome book. Like I always do here on the show, I run by you the various topical areas in the book. Quite detailed. I'm wondering how long it took you to write this.
The writing started in 2011.
Okay.
2011.
Okay.
And then 2012, my laptop crashed and I lost everything. So I dropped the project. Then 2018, I started serious writing. 2018, it was now heavy on me that put this thing down because it will help people. The comments and the testimonies that I'm getting from people, sometimes I weep.
Yeah.
A lady we have closed from church. A lady has packed, no waiting for me. He said, Elder, I need to thank you. I had an issue and a friend in this church forced me to buy a copy of your book. And when I picked it, I couldn't put it down. And I'm okay.
It is truly amazing.
Several people.
And I know it's going to be a blessing to you as well. The chapters are so detailed. I can't even, chapter 4, for example.
So it took me 2 years and about 2 months.
2 years, 2 months.
In the actual writing.
It's in depth. It's in depth.
Yeah.
So it has to be good enough for you. The spiritual darkness, prejudice, conflicts, relationships destroyed. I mean, the things that will affect you and will happen to you if you harbor unforgiveness and bitterness. So much to learn from this book. Where do we get copies, Elder, and how much is it going for?
Copies are online on Amazon,
okay,
and then a couple of other ebook platforms.
Okay.
So if you Google the title or my name,
okay, it will pop up.
It will pop up.
Okay.
Here in Accra, we have it at Airport Shell.
Okay.
We have it at Dzorwulu, N1 Shell.
Okay.
Baastona Total.
Okay, on the Spintext.
On the Spintext. Okay. Then Vidya Bookshop at Osu. And then Book Nook is an online portal.
Okay.
Book Nook.
Okay.
Yeah, we are speaking with Assemblies of God Bookshop at their head office. They also. And then at the Church of Pentecost headquarters. At the men's ministry office.
Okay.
The men's ministry.
And it's going for
50 cedis.
50 Ghana cedis. This is worth it. You must get a copy for yourself. But all the details as he mentioned.
Actually, it was 100 cedis.
Yeah.
But on the first March,
you decided.
We had a bargain with God that if we are able to get the investment we put into the book, we can even let it go for
free.
Breaking even. And so, first March, I called my son. He's the big boy in the family. So we decided that from now, let's be 50 cedis. So that everybody will have a copy. 288 page.
Yeah. But it's not that kind of book that you read with difficulty.
Yeah.
There's a book that you would fall in love with right from the very first page because of the storyline.
And then it's devotional too.
Yeah,
it's been broken into as if it's a workbook or it's been broken into
like a study book on forgiveness. This is amazing indeed. Thank you so much, Elder, for passing through. But your last words, that is your camera. Please share a word with us.
Apostle Eric Nyamiche, the chairman of the Church of Pentecost, he in one of his podcasts said that do not allow anybody to destroy your beautiful heart with his ugly behavior. And that was heavy. So my word to my listeners this afternoon, do not get to the point of bitterness. As Paul wrote, he said, do not let your anger
go beyond
the evening. So if you are hurt over an issue, deal with it immediately. Deal with it immediately with the person, or get someone to handle the matter. Because if you let it grow, it becomes like weed in cultivated land. Joyce Meyer says, when that happens, the yield of your labor, you don't get it. You don't get the yield of your labor. So let the weeds go immediately. Similarly, as Jesus said in one of his parables, when we sow, Satan sends his people to come and sow weeds.
Yeah.
And those weeds, among them is bitterness, hatred, unforgiveness, and the inheritance of historical bitterness. That is the worst of all. My grandmother said that we and these people, we don't agree. And then we hold on and also pass it on to the next generation.
Because we don't marry from this tribe.
We don't do this. Your uncle did this and your uncle did that. So I beseech you by the mercies of Christ. We are his fragrance. As Christians, we are the fragrance of Christ. Wherever we go, people must feel just by our presence that indeed these are Christians. I said that 10 years into my Christian life, I still harbor this pain. And then I began to work on it until grace found me.
Amen.
So let it go. Let it go unconditionally. When Moses let go his rod, which turned into a snake, and he picked it back, he picked the authority of God. And with the same rod, we saw the miracles he did in Egypt and on the wilderness. So let's go. Before Christ, drop that rod of bitterness and begin to build bridges, inspired forgiveness. Wherever you are, inspired forgiveness. It is not an easy business for ordinary people to undertake, but you can, because by the grace of God, I did it.
Thank you so much, Elder. This is so amazing. I have been blessed, and I have my own issues to deal with. Thank you so much. Thank you. So we're waiting for your next book to have you right here on the show. But I'm Vicky Amwa. This has been the Writer's Blog Talk Show. Remember, today's main message is learn to let go. It brings to mind Donnie McClurkin's song, Let Go. So let go and let God. We are back next week, same time, on this channel with the Writer's Blog Talk Show. Remember, the Writer's Blog. Read, write, indulge your mind.
Hi, I'm Vicky. I love books and enjoy reading. The first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is to read. If I go for a run, I listen to an audiobook. In my leisure moments, I read whilst enjoying some good music. Are you an avid reader, or you're not learning how to read? Maybe you used to enjoy reading, but somehow it has become a thing of the past. Come on this journey with my guests and I as we dive into various books and themes these books talk about. Every week, I speak to various authors who are behind life-transforming books, as well as promote various stakeholders within the publishing industry. The Kiddie Zone segment on the show is meant specifically to ignite reading interest in your child. Watch the Writer's Blog on this station this and every Saturday at 4:30 p.m. and on Sunny 88.7 FM every Saturday at 1 p.m. This program is powered by Reveal Multimedia and supported by the Writer's Blog. Read, write, indulge your mind.
Thank you for watching the Writer's Blog on this channel. If you want to sponsor, partner, advertise, or have your book reviewed on the show, call or send a text or WhatsApp message to, or send an email to, follow us on social media. This program is powered by Reveal Multimedia. Join us next week for another exciting edition. The Writer's Blog. Read, write, indulge your mind.